Hi there, it's Chris Day and
Olivia Eisinger.
we're speaking to you today live from the London Book Fair, which is happening behind us and beneath us. As you see, there are stands literally from all over the world, from publishers, distributors, but all sorts of other professionals from countries, and you can literally speak to the main movers and shakers in publishing in any country in the world right here. So a very exciting place to be, and no matter which country you're interested in, there's somebody here that's interested in what you've got to say. So we're here with a very large portfolio of books, and here representing all of our authors' best interest. And Olivia, you've been in publishing for many years, and with others for 9. But you're not a regular visitor to the book fair.
No, the last time I was here was about 25 years ago, and it was at Earl's Court, which is now no longer with us. Much smaller affair. I've been overwhelmed really by as Chris was saying, by the amount of different countries involved, the amount of different publishers involved, and also other businesses besides publishers, so distributors, illustrators, all sorts of things. It's a real fest for the people in the publishing world.
And what sense did you get about the industry as a whole, looking around at what people are doing?
Looking around at what people are doing, there's quite a lot of books that are appealing to sort of young or teenage girls to become more determined. I'm guessing perhaps people are thinking about the Me Too movement. There's lots of books such as Rebel Girls and Good Stories and things that a girl can do, and so on. There are lots of children's publishers as well, I've noticed, and not so many sort of celebrity books and that sort of thing this time, but still quite a lot of celebrity memoirs, Gary Bowler and so on, and then perhaps more serious ones, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, and so on.
But I think the big message for every author is when you look at the sheer scale, the sheer number of books which are being promoted here, it brings into very sharp perspective the statistic that in the UK alone, every year, there are 184,000 books published by conventional publishers, and another million self-published books, and yet another million e-books published. So, there is a thriving industry and a thriving demand for books, but it's easy for a book to vanish into the ether if it's not properly published. There is so much competition for attention, and it's unfortunately the case that unless you're prepared to put in the effort into raising your profile and becoming easy to find, then your book isn't going to achieve its full potential.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, I said to Chris over lunch that I was amazed at how many, just for instance on the children's book floor, how many different companies there are. And I actually said to Chris, how do half of these people survive? Because to me they're just so many. And as he rightly says, you've got to have something extra. It's not just about the book, it's about the work that you do after that. The publishing the book is really just the first stage, right? It's it's the building your brand, it's the social media that is really going to get you noticed and get you going.
Yeah. Now, a lot of authors ask, well, should I be here? Should I, should I come here clutching my manuscript and looking for people to take it? It's very interesting because 2 or 3 years ago, there was a huge emphasis at London Book Fair aimed at authors. There was an author central area. There were lots of exhibitors who were involved with providing self-publishing services. But interestingly, both last year and this year, that's almost completely vanished.
Yeah. I've barely noticed. I think I've seen one self-publishing stand. Haven't seen anything like that at all. No, it seems to be more on the big, well, not just the big publishing houses, but it seems to be mainly the publishing houses themselves rather than catering for new authors. Put it that way.
Yeah. The reality is that the London Book Fair has always been a trade show. And the purpose of London Book Fair is not to look for new manuscripts, but to look for the publishers to promote their wares, to promote their books to the book buyers and the bookshops, the book chains. So everybody on the stand will be in marketing and sales, not in editorial. Next door, however, is a different matter. Next door is the conference centre, and in the conference centre it's the international rights area. Now that is where all of the editors, all the commissioning editors will be. That's where all of the literary agents go, but it's by appointment only. You cannot get access to that as an author or as anybody else without an appointment. So it's that's the place where all of the authors would love to be, but reality is that's where they can't be.
Yeah. Very selective a group of people allowed to be there.
and that's where all the rights sales take place. So publishers will be there to sell the language rights to their titles, and they'll be looking to commissioning editors from different countries to sell the rights to them, for them to then take on the cost of translation, the cost of production, marketing and distribution in that country, and to sell the rights to the publisher in order for that to happen. So an interesting place, and fascinating to be in the middle of literally a global industry.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, it's been great fun and quite an eye-opener, and interesting how different people have honed in on different things on their stand. You've got the big players such as HarperCollins and people like that who've literally taken absolutely enormous floor spaces, and then the much smaller companies who just have a tiny sort of 2 foot across stall. But everybody who is anybody is here, put it that way.
Yeah. So from London Book Fair, handing you back to the studio, as they say.
Goodbye.